Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where you can see today we have nothing. Now, I don't have a new set to review, but I've really been into making videos lately, especially these Lego ones. So today, I decided I'm going to review and rank the Spider-Man figures from the MCU. Now, I don't have that newest one from the Sanctum Sanctorum set, but I do have the original Iron Spider from the MCU, and I think that's what that figure is. I haven't looked at the Sanctum Sanctorum set in a minute, but I might do an update on this if I ever end up getting that set, because at this point I don't know if I'll get it. I'll probably eventually get it. I don't know yet, though. So yeah, today I figured I'd just review these. First, let's start off with, let's start off with them in order, how they are introduced in the MCU. So, I'd say this one first. Now, this isn't the one from the Civil War sets, or even the original Homecoming sets. This is the one from that Far From Home Battle Pack, which I actually have that alternate face for. Actually, let me go get that. Okay, so now, as you can see, here's that face. Very nice face print. It's that eating face when Spidey would, take off his mask just a little bit, and maybe eat a slice of pizza or something. This figure, overall, I really like it. I actually really like the pack it came with, where it came with a Maria Hill and Ned. And I've actually kept the Ned figure, obviously. But I've parted out Maria Hill, mostly because I think we deserve a better Maria Hill than what she was. I think we should probably get a better, I don't know, like a shield torso. I want a lot of more shield figures so we can have an army, but that's besides the point. I ported her out for a Wasp custom, which I might show on the channel. But overall, I love this figure. He's got really good arm printing. If my camera will focus, you can see that. Really nice arm printing. And overall, I really love the design of this figure and the costume. So I guess let's go next to the Iron Spider. Now, the Iron Spider is a pretty great design. I much prefer the comic book design, but that could be said for most things. Now, you can remove this, obviously. It's got one of those arm neck attachments that I think were originally introduced with the Outriders from Infinity War. But they were very much used in the Endgame line. Now, this figure also has really good arm printing. Not dual-molded legs, though, which is really weird, because I think it looks so strange without the dual-molded legs. But it's still a really nice figure. That back print is so great. And this is actually not the face for it. It actually uses the exact face from this. So if you want to see what the actual figure looks like, that's what he would normally look like. But I prefer to use this face. I think it looks a lot better. It looks a little bit more mechanical, and I like that look for my Spidey. Iron Spider. But I guess for continuity-wise, and to keep these pure and untainted, we can do this. Set them up right here. Well, there you see, it knocks over very easily. Next, we have this figure, and I really, really love this figure. I mean, it's a Peter Parker figure, an actual Peter Parker figure, which we don't get many of. We just got one in the Daily Bugle, which I can't wait to get. I need to get that Bugle. Daily Bugle. I can't wait for that. But anyway, this was introduced in the Far From Home line, which is really nice. None of my figures are from any of the original Homecoming lines, because I didn't really have the money to collect any Lego sets when those lines were out, let alone, more than $5 worth. I would have had to save up a lot, and I wasn't really interested in the Marvel Lego at that time. I mean, I was, but I really wasn't collecting it. But overall, I really like this figure. I mean, I think this face print looks really well for Peter. Way better than most of the other characters they use this for. I think it works way better than it does with Ant-Man, which is why I actually use a different face on my Ant-Man. But I really love this figure. It's so good. This is actually not the pants it uses, but I, you know, I like to upgrade my figures just a little bit normally, if I can. So I use this from the Jack figure from Hidden Side, and I think it looks pretty cool. And I love that new hat piece. I really hope we get one for Miles in black. I would love that. But overall, I really like this figure. I don't think it didn't come with this hair. I know it didn't come with this hair, but I think this hair looks a lot better on him. So we'll put him right here. We'll put him in, I guess, these kind of are timeline order of when they show up in the movies, but kind of not. Next, we have this stealth suit. Now, I'm a big fan of the set this came in. Not as big a fan of the set this came in. I mean, it was fine. We got a Hydra Man figure, which I used for my Iceman custom. But overall, his set was fine, I guess. Got a Mysterio figure, so that was nice. Love the sets these two came in. Also, love the set this one came in. I still have it built, which has a lot to say for me, because I don't normally keep sets built. It's normally Marvel sets that I keep built, and not a lot of them I keep built, but I really love this figure. Again, no dual molding, which is kind of strange. I'm not a fan of that. I think this could really benefit from dual molding, but still really nice. No arm printing, but I don't think it needs it. And the printing's just so nice. Kind of a pseudo symbiote suit, which I hope we get one of those in the MCU one day. Because I'm, if you can't tell, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to that type of stuff. Now, next suit is the upgraded suit from the MCU. And, well, there's all from the MCU. I don't know what I'm saying from the MCU. Sorry, forgive me. But I really love this figure. This figure doesn't have arm printing, but it has dual molded legs. They made a return. And I think this really benefits from dual molding legs. I don't think it needed arm printing, but it would have been nice to have. I love that white Spidey symbol on the back. It's so nice. I love the way Droney looks right on the chest. All these have really nice spider symbols for the most part. I think this one should have had one, but like up in there where it's supposed to be, but that's okay. Now, the last suit. I don't know what we're gonna call this. I'll call it the magic suit for now. It's this suit. The suit is pretty nice. I'm not a personal fan of the design, but I think LEGO captured it pretty well. And even if it doesn't end up looking like this in the movie, it's still nice to have a unique Spidey suit for my MCU collection, which I'll display these all in a collection. Except for maybe him. He goes in the, I don't know. He usually goes for my casual mask off characters stands. But overall, I really like this. Beautiful arm printing. Beautiful. And if you don't have a White Wolf figure and you want to make one and you don't want to keep this parted, I think that arm would work really well. I actually just got a White Wolf from my the packs, the CMF packs. And yeah, he's one of the few figures I haven't gotten a repeat of. Which, he's one of the few figures I would like a repeat of. Extra knives and extra flesh faces are always good for me. But, sorry, tangent. No dual molding. I don't know if we need this yet. We haven't seen the figure in the movie, or the costume in the movie, so we don't really know. But I still like the way it looks. I'm hoping we get updated sets for the future, for that movie. Because I'm hoping we get Andrew in. I'm even hoping we get our other Spidey friend, Toby. Even though I'm not a giant fan of his movies. That's besides the point. I'm hoping we get all of them. So overall, let's rank these figures. I'm gonna go with my least favorite first. No. I'd have to say this one. Mostly because I'm not a big fan of the design. So we'll put my least favorites over here. So that's my least favorite. We'll put him right back here for now. Next, I guess, would actually have to be him. It's a really nice figure, but also just not my favorite design. I prefer red and blue Spidey for me, personally. Next would probably have to be this figure. I really love it, but I think I love these next three even more. This figure is really nice. I really, like I said, I really love it. And it's nice to get a Tom Holland figure. Peter Parker figure. Tom Holland, Peter Parker. I'm hoping we'll get one for Andrew and even Toby. Maybe. Doubt it, but maybe. So, and I really like this figure, but it's not my favorite. Now next, my next least favorite, well, not least favorite, but not my favorite, is this one. We don't get arm printing, and I like the black and red suit, but I like blue and red more. And next, this one. Now, this head, I prefer to do this, as you guys know. I think it looks a lot better this way, but if you don't like to do that, you don't have to do that. I love this figure and I love the design, but I prefer the comic book Spidey, which maybe we'll do a comparison. I have the original comic book Iron Spider figure from that one Rhino and Sandman set, but it's the printing on it, it's old, so it's kind of chipped, and I was young when I had that, so the actual neck attachment I replaced with exactly this one, because I don't have all of those original good pieces for that, so sorry. Now this figure, I love this figure. This is the best one from the MCU in my humble opinion, and it hasn't changed much over its appearances, which I think is nice, because it stands into how well the figure is. I love getting this extra head sculpt. Well, not sculpt. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of action figure reviews. I might actually do one of those. I have one right here, a Deadpool one, for Mezco. But I love this figure. I mean, it just stands the test of time. It's just so nice. The printing's so good. The web sculpts, I do wish on all of these that the webs would go across the head, because it kind of is jarring, but I don't think we'll ever get across the head printing, but so yeah. Overall, least favorite, second to least, third to least, third favorite, second favorite, favorite. So let me know in the comments if anyone actually watches this video, what figures they like. What are you guys' favorite from the MCU? I hope you guys like this video. These figures are great and the MCU is near and dear to my heart. So it's nice to actually have all these Spideys. And it's nice that most of these Spidey figures are in pretty affordable packs. This one, I think was around the 30 mark. 20, 30 maybe, 30 or 40 I think. I got this from a $15 pack. This one is the most expensive. $100, I think it was $100. And yeah, and that's more expensive, and I'm happy I got it. I got it as a gift. I didn't have to pay for it. So, but there's a new one coming out in a $40 if you don't want to get this one and you want to get that one. It doesn't have arm printing. It looks a little different, but you can use it as your MCU displays figure for your Iron Spider. And I like that. I'll probably end up getting it just to have all of the MCU figures. I might actually end up getting both of the Homecoming ones eventually, maybe. I don't know. And I might actually get the original Civil War set just to say I have all of them. But overall, I hope you like this video. I hope you guys be sure to like and subscribe if you like it. If you like the video. And yeah. I hope you guys like. Oh, well. Thank you. Gotta ruin my display. Alright. See you guys next time.